You remember that 10 years we're going to look back and we're going to say, hey, was it the proper thing to do? Did we have courage? No, it was the right thing to do. Absolutely. So let's get started right away. We've got some exciting speakers here today. I'm going to call up Pamela Epstein. She is our general counsel. She is the one that works with the association and works with the cities. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hi everyone, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for coming. It's such a great testament to where we're going as an industry, to see so many people in the room. To give you a little bit of background on myself, my name is Pamela, as Manny said, and I have a company called Greenwise Consulting. And we are located both in Arizona and California. And I was fortunate enough to be working with the city of Temecula and moving them away from a full ban when I got to meet Kasha's lovely daughter. And she got me in touch with the High Desert, what would become the High Desert Cannabis Association. But before I talk about what the association is doing, I really want to talk about the cannabis movement, right? We're starting from a movement and emerging into an industry. And that's a really unique time because we are trying to infuse a level of not only self-assuredness as an industry, but self-policing, and really figuring out how we come to terms with being regulated and not being different or special than any other industry or any other manufacturer in the space. We really just want to come together and be this shining example of an industry and having an economic boom. The marijuana industry is not just those that touch the plant. It permeates out. It gives you jobs from blue collar to white collar and everything in between. We want to really facilitate a relationship with all the different industry verticals. That's what brought us together in an all chambers meeting, is we want to answer the questions, remove the stigma, and bring the industry, or bring the movement into an industry. And therefore, the High Desert Cannabis Association was founded when they went to the great city of Hesperia and tried to explain to them, or did so successfully, what the ramifications were of not regulating cannabis in their jurisdiction. That by not having regulation, we were really allowing that black market to fester, that nefarious overlay that has happened within the cannabis space. And by regulating that, you can, as Mayor Kerr just very nicely said to us, identify the bad operators more easily. And by regulating and permitting, you are therefore able to have the funds to utilize to go after those bad operators. So those things all build upon each other to form an industry. And we were able to make headway with the city of Hesperia. I would give them great accolades. They went from a 4-1 consent calendar agenda item to have an express ban on all medical marijuana, to now working with the association to figure out what works best for their city. Just like Adelanto is working through what works best with their city, and Mayor Stanton is working with her city council to figure out what that looks like. And to that extent, we have the MMRSA, or MRSA, everybody can laugh at the same time, which was a trio of bills that were just enacted at the beginning of the year. And they provide for different license types, 17, almost 18 now and growing, different license types along the supply chain, so that we can really control, and each city and jurisdiction has the ability to take the suite of options at their fingertips and decide what is best for their city. Do you have a biotech industry? Do you have industrial zoning? The other thing that the MMRSA did for us was designate that cannabis is an agricultural good. Right? So now we can use agricultural land. It's a repurposing, a resurgence of this industry. And now, given that the supply chain is vetted out, we can allow operators who excel in one vertical to be able to do what they do best. I'll let Ray educate you on the great benefits of CBD and the good work that the Stanley Brothers have done outside of California and inside California as well. And with that, I'm going to kind of let the rest of the speakers tell you more about the benefits of cannabis and how the face of cannabis is changing. But I will leave you with this wonderful statement that each of you can be a cannabis ambassador, whether it be that you touch the plant or you support those that are doing the great work. A wonderful part about cannabis, a quote that I love to share that somebody told me, was that it doesn't matter whether or not you believe that cannabis can help cure cancer or the other ailments that it helps, it will continue to do so anyway. So as each one of us is touched by some form of the cannabis industry, we will then join that movement and understand what it means for this wonderful plant to continue to do what it has always done. Thank you.
I really love Pam quite a bit, and when I first met her, I was kind of hesitant, let's say. But after we talked several times, I realized how bright and intelligent she was, because I learned something every single day, and I'm not afraid to be a copycat, as long as you copy the right cat.